It was really the middle of November that things started to change. And that's about the same time that all of a sudden our lake levels deviated dramatically from our forecast levels.
Less than a year after lifting drought restrictions, dry conditions settled back into North Texas. The return of those parched conditions, ranging from severe to extreme, means outdoor watering restrictions can't be far behind. Supplies in Water District reservoirs are steadily declining and have been since late spring. At a time of year when we normally start to see some sort of recovery, things are looking bleak. The October-November timeframe will go down as the second driest on record, and TRWD Engineering Services Director David Marshall doesn't see any improvement on the immediate horizon.
The best projection I saw is about 80% of typical rainfall, but based on persistence, which is a large part of forecasting, they're calling for really nothing much of anything in December and not much better in January.
Marshall says even if it does start to rain, we've got a lot of catching up to do before we begin to see some recovery.
The real problem is right now the ground is so dry that it's going to take several inches of rainfall just for the ground to recover to begin to see some runoff.
The shortfall in precipitation is close to 12 inches since May, a time when storage in our reservoirs was at 95%. We're now at 77% and dropping about 1% every 2 weeks. That puts the Water District on target for reaching the Stage 1 trigger of its drought plan, 75%, by the end of January. The plan's aim is to slow the drop in lake levels during this dry time. It does so primarily by limiting outdoor watering with sprinklers to 2 days per week. However, in the winter, landscapes don't need that much water.
With the upcoming twice-a-week watering, people shouldn't think that they have to water twice a week. That we need to get the message out that water to keep your foundation from shifting and just to keep the roots of your shrubs and grass alive. But in the wintertime, there's really not much of a need for water. So just be really efficient on your use.
One of the best ways to be efficient right now is to turn your irrigation system off and water once every other week if it hasn't rained. More water-saving tips and updates on our water supplies at SaveTarrantWater.com. For the Tarrant Regional Water District, I'm Mark Olson.